Greetings and salutations, everybody, and happy Sunday. We're grooving today because today is Father's Day. It's summer solstice. The sun was in a eclipse. It is International Day of Yoga, and of course, it's Father's Day. Blake Mikoski is in the house, my idol. I climbed Kilimanjaro with you right in my book, on your book, and with my Tom Shoes, brother. Thank you for supporting me and for being here. Got much love for Blake and his own journey right now. If you don't know who he is, founder of Tom Shoes. My boy Mickey is in the house, my classmate from the Philippines, coming right in. My friend Carissa is in the house right now as well. Greetings and salutations to all of you. Happy Father's Day. Yeah, happy summer solstice. So we're jamming today because today is a big day. Special guest today is Octopizzo, hip hop artist, philanthropist, global changer, and father. So we're excited to have him come into the show today. In case you don't know yet, Sunday Gratitude is something we've been doing now. It is episode 9, and it is the amplified version of Daily Gratitude, which I've been doing for more than 4 years. So we're going to have Octo come in and join us. A little TBT, throwing it back to, there he is.
Wagwan.
Yeah, TBT.
I can hear the music from the background.
There we go. We stopped it first for a second. My brother, greetings, man. Happy Father's Day to you, my friend.
Thank you, bro. Long time.
I know, it's a very long time. It's a massive honor for me to have you here on Sunday Gratitude. I was explaining just to everybody here that Sunday Gratitude is an amplified version of what Daily Gratitude is. As you know, I've been doing Daily Gratitude for more than 4 years now, and I felt like I'm being held accountable for what I'm grateful for every day. Yet I felt that I can have my friends kind of share what they're grateful for every day as well, so that everyone will know that, sometimes we just need to wake up with a sense of gratitude, and our lives change completely. And it's changed with mine, and I know it's changed with yours. So we're definitely very grateful to have you here, my brother. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you? How's New York?
New York, New York's ever changing. There's good and there's bad, but there's always change. And I think that's the beautiful thing. As you know, there's constant movement. And I think with every movement, it's also a moment to pause and to think about what's really most valuable in life.
Fair, very fair.
Yeah, my man. Like, I was just jamming up. I was like, you know what? I need to get some Octo music in the house to get me riling up this morning. And I was like, I've been playing that your old albums, and I know you just came up with a new song just recently, no?
Yeah, it was like 1 week, I think, or 10 days now.
Yeah, 10 days now. Has that impacted you with regards to like releasing it during COVID time, or actually even better because more people are listening in?
I think it depends. It depends with the record that you want to release. So there's records that fit now, and everything I think I've released during this time, probably two songs, and they fit the situation that is going on. But album-wise, I don't think it's the best time.
Yeah.
Because then that will need like tours. So if you just do it now, and we don't know when this will end, and then we have to do a tour. If it doesn't end until like next year, like people have already forgotten the album. So
true.
Yeah, so I think with single wise, you can still do, especially if you're not like a person who like depends on performances,
Okay, all right. Well, very cool. Thanks for sharing with me, brother. I know there's a bunch of people that are really excited to have you on. I'm sure everyone's excited to hear what you're grateful for. So once again, we thank you for being here. Everyone who is just channeling in right now, please tell us where you're from. Click on that little comment section right there and let us know where you're coming from. And also, there's a little arrow sign at the bottom. Please share with us as well to the rest of the world. What we're doing right now is just sharing gratitude. And so put down where you're from, and we'll give you some shout outs. So, but before anything, what I usually like to do, my friend, is we we first kind of just get into a little bit of like a pause. I feel like it's important, as with everything's obviously going crazier in the world, is to make sure we take time to take a breath, or even more, and to feel what we're feeling, and also then allows us to get centered in the sense of gratitude that what we have. So so what I'd like to do is to begin, as we open the space, is go through a quick breath work with you, if that's okay.
A quick what?
Breath work, a quick meditation and breath work.
Okay.
Is that okay? All right. I know you're used to this because you hang out with Paige, and sending love to Africa Yoga Project, and
Yeah, but I've never tried though. She's
I'm
trying to
sorry.
get me to try. I've never tried.
Oh, you never tried, huh? Well, you can just follow me, and it's very relatively easy. So this is what I call the Take 5 breath work. But before we start the breath work, what we're going to do first is kind of give you some rules of engagement, so to speak. The first thing we're going to do is, when we breathe, I want you to breathe in your nose,
Okay.
and then out your mouth. So that's one thing. Second,
Okay.
when you breathe in, I want your stomach to come out. And then when you breathe out, I want your stomach to come in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then third and lastly, if you imagine yourself being at your birthday party, it's my birthday party coming up in 2 weeks. So imagine yourself at the birthday party.
Yeah.
And you have the candles right in front of you, and you're surrounded by people you love. When you blow those candles, you normally like to blow it like hard, like you go. But this time, let's just blow it like we want it to dance a little bit. Just blow it so it does this. It flickers.
Candles. So I imagine candles. I've never been to. I don't go to birthdays. This is.
Oh, you don't go to birthdays? Okay. So just imagine candles. So imagine if you're blowing out candles, any candles. Sometimes you have to blow it hard to get it out. But if you want to play with the candle, sometimes you go, so it shakes. So just think about shaking it. So when you breathe out, when you go.
Okay.
So
so let me translate to my people joining here.
Okay.
Koko hapa hivi ndo umejoin. This is my best friend Erwin, all the way from New York, and also a very great medic of the Knicks. If you're a big basketball fan, we are so sad right now we can't go and watch basketball because of the situation. But kando na tujoin sahi bana, mnataka kupelekwa rada ya meditation bana. Unajua sasa nadhani meditation ni vela pekee. So leo mnataka kupelekwa rada ya meditation nyingine tofauti bana. So rada safi. Let's go. Now they're ready. Now they know what's up.
So now know what's up. Okay, cool. So now everybody knows what's up. So what we're going to do, and actually welcome to everyone in Kenya and everywhere in the rest of the world. Please let us know where you're from, what part of Kenya you're from, and where everybody is. Please put it on the comment section, and let us know where you're from so we can show you some love. So, yep. So do you need to translate that? So as we go into the breath wise, the first thing we're going to do, what's called the Take 5. So I'm going to need you to have your right hand and your left hand open. So I know you're probably holding it. So if you can put the phone somewhere, there you go. Good. So it's balanced.
So like this.
There you go. So yeah. So what I want you to do is bring your right hand like this, just your right hand. Bring your right hand down like you're serving a pizza pie. This, serve pizza pie. Yeah, like this. Bring your left hand, left finger, to the right wrist. So right here, good. So you can see, so really flatten it. So let your right hand and go down like this. Yeah. So you put your left finger like this. Good. There you go. And then when you breathe in, I want you to take 5 seconds to breathe in to go to the thumb. And then we breathe out 5 seconds to go to the middle of the wrist again.
So this one is called what? Does this has a name, or is just?
So this method is called the Take 5 breathing method.
Take 5 breathing method. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
So
Take 5 breathing method. So when I say go, we're gonna breathe in through our nose, 5 seconds to go to the thumb, and breathe out through your mouth, like the candle again, going back to the middle. And we do this for all fingers.
Yeah.
Okay? You ready?
Okay.
How do we say ready in Swahili here?
Tuko tayari, tuko ready, tuko ready.
Corretti.
Tuko ready. That's the slang.
The slang, corretti.
Tuko ready.
Tuko ready. Tuko ready.
Yeah.
All right, tuko ready? Yeah, tuko ready.
Yeah.
All right, tuko ready. Okay, ready and breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4.
This made people.
5. Breathe in.
Made people. I'm just sweating.
3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out.
Oh, we should be.
Okay, now I want you to put your right hand on your heart, over your heart.
Right.
Right hand, yes, over your heart, so it's on top of your heart. And then bring your left hand on top of your right hand.
Okay.
So that you're holding it in your chest like this. Can you see this? Like I'm holding my hand in my chest like this. So,
Yeah.
okay. And then with your hand on your chest, I just want you to close your eyes for a second and just breathe normally. And just slowly breathe.
As normally.
Yeah. So breathe normally as possible.
What?
So just breathe normal as possible.
Okay.
And with your eyes closed, I just want you to think about what you're grateful for today. Think about what you're thankful for. And if you want to translate that also, Octo, please, you can translate that.
On the what?
You can translate it. You can say, ask people to think about what they're grateful for.
Tujoin mazee hapa tunawapeleka na rada, yani unajua sasa hivi mazee na historia ya COVID, vitu tunapeleka serada, watu mazee maroho zao zinawapeleka nini? Shika roho yako baba, shika roho yako, shika roho yako. Fikiria ni nini uko thankful for. Unasikia? Wasona ulizeni lesson gani? Nini lesson inaitwa the gratitude lesson. What are you thankful for in your life, especially time ya COVID? So hapa mazee kama uradi mazee itabidi umecheza chini. Hapa mazee rada chafu. Twende kazi.
Cool. So, exactly. So as you continue to breathe, just think about what you're grateful for. Take some deep breaths. And breathe out again. Breathe in. Breathe out. And 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Breathe out.
Karibu meditation. Kuna msee hapa radi mazee anasema what is going on? This is meditation.
All right, now you can bring your phone up. You can hold it back again. There you go. So that just gives us time just to have a little breath. I think so many things are happening in the world today, as you mentioned, with COVID and with everything else that's going on, especially here in America.
Yeah.
We forget to take a breath and remind ourselves that we are alive. So what came up for you? So what are you today and at this moment, what are you grateful for that you can share with everybody, and why?
I'm grateful about many things, but number one is I'm grateful for health. There's the gift of life, but there's many people who are alive, but they're not healthy. So I'm grateful for health. I'm grateful for my daughter, actually. She keeps me going in so many ways. Like when you always, when you're trying to like stop something and then realize like, hey, there's somebody watching that you can't stop. You know, you have to just keep going. And so that has made me like achieve a lot that I don't think I would have ever achieved if I didn't have a kid. So yeah, those are like for the last, like I'd say, 3 weeks. I'm grateful for my friends, you know, who have come and joined me during this COVID to serve like my communities, you know, Page Africa Yoga Project, and every single person that I've joined to help with the Feed the Street program. Such tough times for everyone, you know, all across the world. It's not only like a Kenyan thing now or an African thing. And it's so great to see that people, even though it's tough for everyone, they can still share. So I'm grateful for everybody who I know or who we are friends with who have been sharing. And so, yeah, those are some of the things I'm grateful about.
Oh, that's amazing, my friend. So, and you mentioned some things of like some of the communities and some of the drives that you're part of. So, what are you doing to show? Because you are grateful for your health and you're grateful to see these communities like act. How are you personally showing how you're grateful for every day? Like, what are some of these projects that you were talking about?
So for since it started like since we had lockdown here in March, I've been doing these drives in different neighborhoods that have a little bit of hardship, and you know, getting the most vulnerable community members so that we can at least, you know, people forget, like for us and where we grew up from, the first thing we work for is food. Like everybody work for food, you know, like if you are hungry, you can't think. If you are a hungry person is an angry person, and it's easy for you to get yourself in some crazy stuff. So for us, the most important thing is people to be able to eat, you know, and when they have eaten, now they can start thinking like, what should I do next?
I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah, so that's one of the programs. Two is just like me and my friends, you know, like as time goes and everything changing, like just young men meeting and being vulnerable is very rare, especially because of our like also like African cultures. And me and my friends, we've had like a place where, you know, we feel like we are safe with each other, like we can open up about how we feel. You know, people can cry. You know, it's okay to cry as a man when
Yeah.
things are tough. You know, because those are just emotion. Doesn't make you weak. Because people think like when you cry like a weak man. And no, so being able to be with my friends and we can speak about this kind of stuff. And we know we're in different stages in our life. There's those with kids, those who don't have kids, and yeah, it's been like really nice to. It's like what COVID was like bad and good. Good because now people actually get time to hang out and talk. Because I think everybody's a zombie. Everybody's like, hey, I'm working, I'm busy, I'm busy. And now people have time for people.
Yes.
You know, it's like, and it's more like also you get to know your friend better, and it's kind of genuine than before when like, oh, I will try get some time this weekend and we hang out. It's like a part of job to meet people, but now it's just like, hey, out, let's talk, and that doesn't really help.
Yeah, now you almost have to, like, if you're going to meet people or have time with them, it's almost like, hey, it's hard for me to leave. So if I'm meeting you, I'm doing this for a purpose. I'm doing this with intention to really meet with you and to really spend time with you, because it's already difficult for me and challenging to leave my house and to whatever. So know that I am wanting to spend time with you more. So there's more honor. I think that's what happens, that occurs during this period of time. So, okay, very cool. Thank you for sharing that. I think I really like the part too, where giving a safe space for young men, particularly in Kenya, to be able to share how they feel. And because life is difficult for everybody, and people just want other people to listen sometimes, you know? And that's amazing that you're doing that. That's amazing, brother. You've always been an amazing human being, and you continue to do it. And I'm sure the world is thankful for you.
Don't get it twisted. I'm very flawed. I'm a flawed man. But
as we all are, my brother, as we all are. So one of the meat and potatoes of Sunday gratitude is for me to ask this question. There's a positive psychology technique called the gratitude visit or the gratitude letter. And it has the best, it's the best intervention for anyone that is feeling depressed or sad or lonely. So this is one of the best things you can do for somebody, because the science has proven that it changes your life pretty dramatically. And that feeling that you get from it can last for more than a month. So all you have to do is to think about this, is to write a letter with your hand, like really write with a paper and a pen, not text or email. And then fold that letter, put it in an envelope, and then walk to that person and read it to that person, and letting that person just stay there and say, can you just listen to me? I just want to let you know how thankful I am, without them reacting. Because we know as human beings, and also as people who get uncomfortable, we like to react right away. We're like, no, it's okay, I'll read it later. No. You're like, no. Please give me 1 minute and I will read why I'm thankful for you. So this is called the gratitude letter. So my question I have for you is, if there was one person that you were going to write a gratitude letter to and then read it to that person, who would that person be and why?
That would be my sister.
And actually, you can translate into Swahili also, so that people can know what the situation is.
Wazee wanaingia sahi rada chafu na wacheki hapo kenye na hapo naulizwa leo kwa ingekuwa yani mse mmoja kwa life yako mwenye unaweza kuwa thankful about, ni nani huyo? Anaweza kuwa ni nani? Na inafaa unaandika hiyo letter na mkono, si kutextiana zile za WhatsApp ama ni aje ati nini. Unaandika barua ki old school, unaandika barua na mkono, unaenda kani msupa, kani madhe yako, kani mzae, unamsomea hiyo letter na kwa yako yote. So kwa rada ya sarada safi. So yeah,
so your sister, you said?
Yeah, that would be my sister. She's called Liz.
Liz. Hi, Liz.
She's very tough. She's very tough. She's the closest thing to my mother that I know of.
Okay.
So she's like two people in one. She's like, there's time that she's like my mom's and it's very scary. And we live together, so it's very scary. And then she's times that she's just my sister and she's always like watching out on me. And the other day I was thinking, like, if today there was like a world war and I was really supposed to go on a war and I was told to choose who will you go to war with, I think it would be my sister.
Wow, very nice.
Yeah, and so I realized, like, I've never told her, because we are not brought up like that here. It's something that we have to keep learning every day. But yeah, man.
And where's Liz right now?
Liz is working right now. She's been she works so hard. She hasn't been here for like a week.
Oh, okay.
She's working. Yeah, she's a very Christian lady. So she's working, she's praying, she prays for the family. I feel like all the blessings when it comes to prayers, because she believes in prayers. I'm not very religious, but they work, and that's some values that my mom had. My mom was a church lady, and so Liz is badass.
Wow, amazing! Big ups to Liz. Sending her love and prayers for all the beauty that she's bringing into your life, which then allows you to share that with everybody else's life. So big ups to Liz. Gotta raise a roof for Liz and give her some love, some snaps, everything else in between, my friend. Wow, that's amazing. So therein lies my challenge for you, is that maybe what you need to do today is write that letter to Liz and tell her, it's like, hey, I have a gift for you, but I need to make sure you have time, that you're not trying to run. And especially as a giver, I'm sure she's the type that's like, no, that's okay. I'll read it later. Or, let's do something else. Let her receive it. And I'm telling you, like, I'm sure you'll see the light in her kind of shine so bright. And so that's my challenge to you, my friend, that today, my challenge to you is to write this letter and then pick a time when you can give it to her and read it to her. And then I want you to report back to me and tell me how the reaction was.
I love to get courage. She's also younger than me. So when a younger person than you is tougher, it's even more intimidating.
Well, That's
Make
even
this,
bigger challenge
I'll
then.
make
It's even
this
bigger
a goal.
challenge.
A goal. I'll make this a goal for sure.
Then it is a goal. That's my challenge for you for today. So, and lastly, I know you already talked about a couple of your projects that are going on. What else are you currently doing that has to do with some of the philanthropic work that you're doing, or other projects that you're doing that are not philanthropic? Can you share that?
So the one that I've been trying to push the most is the feed the streets, because like going to the communities around here, I've seen like so many things that gave me so many like nostalgia
Mm.
and sadness, and I've made that like a priority until COVID ends. I'll be doing these food drives. Like, it's not like something that I'll do for a week and stop. Since March, we've been doing it every week. So far, my dream is to like reach 10,000 people. We are at like 3,600.
Wow, that's a lot still. Wow, congratulations, man.
Yeah, and I still want to do it until even past, even if it's better, I want to make it a program, because like hunger has been always been there even before
Yeah,
COVID. It's just
yeah,
now it's been catapulted by the situation.
yeah.
So, and next week, I'm partnering with an organization here called Carolina for Kibera, and
Okay.
we're going to be discussing actually birth rates and teenage pregnancy
Oh,
the during this COVID time. Like there's been a rise on teenage pregnancy.
really?
I don't I don't know if it's also in the US, but here it's been huge. And so there are doctors who work at maternity, and the statistic have shot, and they think like it's something that people should know, that the next pandemic probably here might be like kids in high school having kids, or like
Mm,
illegal abortions and kid dying, or like
yeah.
many STDs. So that's the next program that I'm starting to work on from next
Wow,
week.
that's amazing, man.
And just families, and I think as African cultures, to parents to start talking about sex with their kids, because I
Yeah,
feel like that topic my parents never talked to me about, and now the world is different. So if you can't talk to your kids about sex, and then they go out there, they just do trial and error stuff,
yeah.
and then
There's no guidance. Yeah, there's no guidance.
they end up in some bad situations. So that's the next project that I'm starting with from next week.
Wow, you're amazing, man. I'm sure the people back in Kenya are so grateful to have you and the platform that you have to be able to share these thoughts and to also let people know that you have their back. And I think that's what makes you an amazing human. And that's the reason why you and I get along so well, because we know the
Yeah.
same stuff that you want to do and change and impact in Kenya is the same thing I feel like I need to do and want to do back in the Philippines. So this is
Was
always a
the
beautiful thing. Sorry.
When was the last time you're in the Philippines?
Last year I was supposed to go back in April, and then
Uh-huh.
and I bought one ticket like end of April. I bought a ticket, and then
Mhm.
it was the first airline, the Korean Air airline, that had the first international to Asia COVID test. And then,
Yeah.
okay, we shut that down. I was like, well, maybe I can fly another airline, the Philippine Airlines. So I took another Philippine Airlines, and they were like, yeah, we're also going to cancel this. So I had to cancel my two flights in a row, and it was definitely
Uh,
challenging. So my parents are still there right now, and they're very
mhm.
challenged because they're older and they can't leave the house, and they won't be able to come to America anytime soon. So I won't be able to see them until maybe next year. And my father doesn't want to
But,
leave
but
until there's a
lock-
vaccine. So
you guys are on lockdown until next year?
well, meaning that for like the flights and stuff,
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
are flights coming from like the US to the Philippines, but um, going from the Philippines to the US, I'm not really sure. I think it's very minimal, very minimal.
So yeah, so my friends here, they don't know the difference. So now they know you're a Filipino. They thought you're Chinese.
Oh,
They can't. You should explain for them a little bit about the Philippines and just the culture a little
I
bit.
know. I got Sada Kibet. Big up to the
Yeah.
Philippines people. I got some love there to my
Yeah.
the Filipinos. So
We
I
have we
remember
have
being in Quibera,
novelas.
and people were surprised. They were like, Philippines, and I said, do you know where that is? They're like, no. So the Philippines is interesting because the Philippines is in Asia, but we were a colony for Spain for 333 years. So
Wow.
when you cross the Pacific Ocean coming from either South America or North America, one of the bigger islands before you get to the rest of mainland Asia is the
Mhm.
Philippines. And so it was a very strategic place for the wars, particularly because it was the first area into Asia that's a big country. And we have 7,641 islands throughout our
Yeah.
country. And there's so many beaches and everything else. And we live through the water, but we also live through typhoons and earthquakes and volcano eruptions recently too.
Yeah.
So it is a very funny culture because we're a mix between Spanish and kind of Asian. So some of my friends would joke that I'm a Latino Chino, a Chino Latino, or Spasian because I have like, how is it
Most
that Asian guy can
like
dance
space.
like a Latino? Because it's this like Spanish heritage that we have, but we also have
Wow.
this dynamic of we need to be like very Asian in mathematics and everything.
But
So you can
here the
you can
fact,
explain that in Swahili to everybody too.
yeah, so Mori wanadai hiyo area yao, yani anaitwa the Spain and Asian Spatian. Huyu jamaa ni
Yeah.
Mspatian. Ni kama black and Asian ni Blasian. So yeye ni pointi wa wasa wa Spain na wasa wa Asia. Na wasa wengi unajua mazee kwa hizi street wanadhania ni mchinku mazee. So mazee chezeni chini jo, msinichomee picha mazee hapo hivyo. Mkiona huyu jamaa ni Mfilipino, rada safi. Yeah.
So you know what's
So,
up,
but
yeah.
I even heard about Philippines. It was like I was like I think 15, and there was like actually a telenovela here
Oh,
that
really?
was called The Long Wait.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That was very
Yeah,
popular in Kenya.
it was so big here, like we couldn't sleep. It was like watching the finals of like basketball. Like
The long
that's
wait, you're right.
so yeah. I used to watch The Long Wait, my gangster days. I was like, man, long wait. And that's the first time I even had like, oh, this is Philippines, and I was like, I was 15.
Oh my goodness. I think I remember that. I think when I mentioned that to people back in Quebec, they'll be like, "Oh, Philippines, the show," and I'm like, I don't even know what the
Yeah,
show is. What
this
what?
show, it was huge. So
um,
they need another show like that.
no, I don't think so. I think they didn't know that it was going to be this big and going to go through so many countries. And so I think now because the Philippines are mostly watching Korean telenovelas now, everyone's watching all
Wow.
these Korean telenovelas. But you're right; they need to do the long wait even more.
Man, they need to bring those back. Yeah, those were our good days.
The good days.
The
So
good
speaking of
days.
good days, we usually like to end the gratitude Sunday gratitude with a little gratitude dance, making it like a
Uh,
reminder for everybody so that they can remind themselves to be grateful each day. So,
mhm.
what is your gratitude dance that we can follow so that people remember it?
Damn, like man, I can't
don't
dance.
don't don't get our guys. What's the dance group that I met there? My guys over there. Um, yeah, they don't need to be with you. This is just your dance. It can be as simple as possible. I have some friends who were like they're Dominican friends. They're like cooking stew. They're like, oh, this is our dance. We cook a stew. Like we
Oh,
cook a stew. Or I had a golfer that was like, I hit the golf ball and then I shake. And I was like, okay, okay.
with my kind of dances, like I need like costumes and stuff. It's more like flashy.
Okay, let's just try to keep it simple. You can even do
So
like a
now
head movement, a neck
I'm trying to
movement.
simplify it, and
Hey, if you're gonna stand, I'm gonna stand up too and kind of see what you got here. And I'm gonna play some. I'm
so
gonna play some
there's one
TBT.
because it's Father's Day. I think there's one that my dad actually used to like, and we're gonna do my dad's one.
Oh, we're gonna
So
do the dad dance. Yeah.
yeah, so this one, what you do actually, you just do, and you point to, and you count like,
Oh, that's it. Like.
so you clap one, then, and then you left.
We gotta play that music.
So this is, yeah.
Keep better to the world, David.
This call me
That's
so hard.
amazing.
Yeah, that was my dad's dance. I don't know what he meant, but he kept pointing the sky. So I think he always
That,
tells me like, sky's the
that is
limit. son."
amazing. That is a gratitude dance for Father's Day. That's why I told everyone today is a special edition for a Sunday gratitude because we got Father's Day and we have the Father's Day dance. That, wow.
Yeah,
I will never
exactly.
forget. You're right. It's the point the finger up in the air. I think it's different. It's my father's different. My father's dance would be more like he would just be like he would kind of shake like this. He would be like
Yeah, but this was
amazing.
great. Thanks for making this happen, and thanks, for teaching us. I think the whole idea of meditation and just like different cultures, and especially us who are hip hop artists, people like have their version of us. Like we have to be always act hardcore, tough, gangster, and I know many people actually want to meditate, but they don't want to do it because what people will think. People will think they are softer now, or they are. So I think it's something that it should keep going, especially in the fields where like people are considered tough men, like construction men,
Yeah.
gangster rap, and all this. So because it helps with
No, it really does. I mean, even now you have guys like Puff Daddy that are doing this now on Audible, or you have people. Drake has a whole album that has a little bit of meditation. Even J Balvin puts the Colores album. J Balvin has an whole album that's about meditation.
yeah,
And allows and LeBron James has this thing with a meditation app now because he knows for anyone at the high level like yourself, anyone that's performing to anything or anybody, it's your ability to find your center and to middle to be able to then continue for a long time, because then your focus stays like this instead of getting too distracted by everything else.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, this was lit. Thank you.
All right, man. It was lit. Well, thank you, my friend. So much gratitude to you. If you have any messages to your fans and your crew over in Kenya, you can say it in Swahili or English, whatever you wish.
Yeah, thanks for everybody mazee mwenye ametune in bana. Leo ilikuwa rada ya meditation bana. Kama utaipiga meditation ndakupeleka na rada in the next live. But all we can say, wherever you are, make sure like peace of mind is the number one thing. Peace of mind and health. When you have peace of mind, you can focus and do anything and succeed in everything you're doing. So make sure you work on your peace of mind and your mental health. That's all I can say.
Absolutely. Don Papi Chulo. Spoken.
Yeah.
Spoken in the house. My dear friend, Octo.
Peace.
Much gratitude, my friend. I love you, man. Thank you very much for being part of this.
Thank
Stay
you,
safe
bro.
and healthy.
I will.
All right, try some TBT again. Here we go. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining Sunday Gratitude. Remember to ask yourself when you first wake up in the morning or before you go to sleep every day, what am I grateful for? And trust me, your life will change. This is E signing off with my boy Octo. See you guys later.
Peace.
Peace.